Good evening, everybody. We're back. How are we all? Nice to see you all. I don't know why my headphones have just cut in. That's super weird. Let me see if I can turn them off again. That's really weird. Every time I speak, my headphones are going into some, like, transparency mode setting, and I really don't like it. That's super annoying. Let me turn them off. This bodes well. Power off. That's better. Good evening. How are we all anyway? Nice to see you all. Who have we got in? We've got Mr. Mint. We've got Archie. And we've got Grumpy in YouTube. Matt. We've got Baji. We've got Philip. We've got VOR. We've got Andrew. We've got Adrian. And we've got Richie. Nice to see you all. And Harl as well in Twitch. How has it been going? So this morning was not good. For those of you that weren't following along this morning, we were having a lovely time going over to Cologne in the 777 freighter from East Mids, and just as we were kind of over the field at Cologne, about to kind of loop around and come in, my internet died. And it remained dead for several hours. I basically gave up all hope. I was like, I'm just going to take the dog for a walk. So we did that, and yeah, we walked past a couple of blokes staring down a manhole cover, kind of scratching their heads, being like, ooh. And one of them had like a fibre box in his hands with like cables coming out everywhere. One of them was on their phone shouting out numbers. The other one was like, what? And the other one was like, what I just said. Yeah, they're sort of like bickering. So yeah, that was not good. So I figured we'd come back, we'd have another go. Not do the same route again. I figured we'd do something different. Oh, I haven't started my stick actually. Let me show you what I have to do every single time I start the stream. You have to turn the stick on and it will do like a little thingy. It moves itself. There you go, it's now calibrated. Happy days. Is the Innie Builds A350 worth it at 45 quid? I haven't flown it in a long time, so I can't say definitively, but I would feel much happier about the whole thing had I paid 45 quid for it to start with. Because I feel like when it launched, I was charged PMDG prices, and I was not given a PMDG level plane, let's put it that way. But yeah, 45, I'd say that's about right. Yeah. Oh, it's a Toulouse ground. Hope you enjoy the service. Have a nice flight. Thank you very much indeed. We'll speak to you very, very soon. Yeah, this is my first time at Toulouse. I've just bought the scenery. I got it on a Black Friday sale from Contrail. For those of you that don't know, we have... In fact, before I start yakking, let me get the plane partway to being done. Because the sooner we get GSX loading, the better, and we can get away for 8 o'clock. So we're going Toulouse to Bristol. That's the plan. There we go. That's better. We'll get the no smoking light on, crew supply on, emergency lights are armed, navs are aligning, we're good. Right, hopefully GSX will now spring into life. Here it comes, look. Look at that. Yeah, so Toulouse is actually now a hub for our virtual airline. Can I show you? I think I can show you. So if I go to book a flight, we go to scheduled passenger flight, we've redone the whole route network. So you'll notice now we've got a load of hubs going on. Obviously a lot coming out of London. Copenhagen, as you can probably tell, based on that, is a hub. We've got Istanbul as a hub. Athens is a baby hub. Rome's a bit of a hub. And Toulouse is also a hub. Lisbon's a hub. And Madeira is a hub, because that can then serve the, Tenerife and all of that lot down there. Couldn't really decide what to do about a French hub. I mean, obviously, like, Paris was an obvious choice, but then at the same time, Paris isn't that far from London geographically, and we kind of wanted something a bit further south, because then you can kind of get into Spain, over to Rome, do Ibiza, Palma, We did think about Nice. And then, of course, Grumpy, there you go, look at Grumpy in the chat calling Toulouse the Holy Land, because it's where Airbus are from. Yeah, we kind of thought, actually, let's do it, because geographically it's quite nicely positioned. We can get to loads of different places across Europe without too much of a long drag. And, of course, it's where Airbus come from. So it made perfect sense. So I picked up the scenery tonight from Contrail. I also got a load of stuff, actually. I'll tell you about that later, but... yeah, I had a bit of a spree tonight on Contrail. So that's cool. I'm going to see if I can very quickly sort out these bloody headphones. Right, I need to go to Sound Connect, apparently. Let's have another go. How did I make my own livery? With great difficulty, to be quite honest with you. I cannot get this headphone to work properly. How do you do it? Is that any better? Have I done it? I think I've done it. Good. So you know how headphones like AirPods can go into transparency mode where they basically feed the inside or outside sounds into your ears? These do the same thing, but there's a mode where if it hears me talk or if it detects me talking, it's almost like if I've got noise cancellation on and I start talking to somebody, it goes do-do-do-do, and then like I hear everything from outside. It's like, oh, I don't want that. Really annoying. Right, passengers are boarding. That's good. Let's do a quick little bit of work. We're in the A319 AIE engines with the Sharklets, because that's the one that we've got stationed here at, what am I doing, ATSU at Toulouse. So we've increased the fleet size by about 50%, because obviously with the new hub model, it's all well and good having all these hubs, but if there are no planes at the hubs, then obviously you can't go anywhere, and we didn't want everything to be stuck at Gatwick and Heathrow. So we did a bit of a fleet reset, so there's now planes at all the different hubs, so you could just start tomorrow morning. Let's say you want to fly to Madeira down to Tenerife, you could just go to Madeira and there'll be some planes there for you. Obviously they're going to move around as people fly them, but yeah. The idea is that the European capitals tour that we did kind of took you all around Europe, like an interesting onward destination. And the schedule for the VA was very much like London to Europe and back. And most of the time, a lot of people would fly the outbound leg, but then think, well, I actually want to fly the return leg. Which is fair enough. Right, are my flaps doing okay here? Doing an awful lot, are they? Speed brakes are okay. Why aren't my flaps working? Try this. It's better. Happy with that. Jolly good. Let's do init data request, or init request I should say. I've seen your VATSIM tutorials. Cool, Mark. I hope they helped. It's weird, I still think of myself as the new guy on VATSIM, even though I've been doing it for ages. And I don't think that feeling's ever going to go away, to be quite honest. Yeah, we're doing well for ATC tonight. So we've got ground on, as Grumpy points out. We've also got approach. And then we've got Bordeaux control, I believe, which is pretty good. Again, another reason why we chose Toulouse is because it generally gets quite a lot of ATC generally, relative to the rest of the French ATC. Portugal, we chose Lisbon for a similar reason, because lo and behold, there it is. So that kind of weighed into it as well. Cool, so ATIS, we have got information Victor on board. Where's my pen? Here's my pen. Victor, and we've got QNH of... Where is it? 1017. Quest index is no doubt going to be 60. And what are we cruising at? Briefing preview 340. Let's go. There we go. Let's get the wind in. Going to be off blocks at 8 PM. That's the plan. Yeah, Archie, is a really difficult question to answer that. How do I make the livery? Because every single plane is different. So it all depends on the paint kit that the plane developer provides. Like PMDG provide like Photoshop files. I've seen other people or other paint kits from flightsim.to. They're like Blender files. Yeah, it varies, to be honest with you. It's a part of the job I really hate. Because every time a new plane comes out, you get that initial wave of excitement that's like, oh, amazing, a new plane. And then it's like, oh, God, I've got to do a livery. So yeah, on the one hand, I recommend it. On the other hand, not so much, to be honest. I've set up a new PC. Will I have to calibrate throttles on the A320? Probably, unless you've got like... Unless the sim recognises the hardware and can map some of the stuff for you. These Moser ones, it didn't map anything. I had to do it all myself. Okay, my initial climb clearance, according to charts, is 7,000 feet, but I'm going to give ground a buzz in a second, and we will see what's going on there. 121 decimal 9. Yeah, David, we're on the Airbus tonight. Jacob, this is 2024. Now, what stand am I at? I'm hoping that Bristol stays as runway 2760, Echo 60, I believe I'm at. Is it written on the ground? This is the other trouble with flying at night. You can't see. Toulouse and Bristol kind of have Airbus factories there. Route was made because of that. Is there an Airbus factory at Bristol? Avalanche, how you doing? And Lee's in as well. And Clouds is in on Twitch. Everyone's getting in tonight. Okay. I'm going to give ground a buzz. Ground, good evening. Air Knot 1802, stand Echo 60 with Victor on board, type A319 with IFR to Bristol.
Air Knot 1802, bonsoir monsieur, and hello to the streamline. You're clear to Bristol, Laku 7 Bravo departure after runway 32 right. Initial climb level 70, squawk 5673.
It's to Bristol on the Laku 7 Bravo departure runway 32 right, initial climb flight level 70, squawk 5673, Air Knot 1802.
Air Knot 1802, read back is correct. And call back when you're ready for push and start.
We'll go 1802. Nice controller. What's my squawk? 5673. Are we loaded yet? Really, really, really nearly, aren't we?
Ground Air 56 Tango, stand Echo 42, request push and start.
People on TikTok, can you hear the ATC okay?
Air 56 Tango, push and start is approved, face south on Tango 51.
In Filton. Oh, okay.
Push approved, face south, Tango 51.
Yeah, Jacob, it is, mate.
Tango.
Who killed the internet? couple of guys who had their head down a manhole cover. That too. Much to my disgust. Yeah, I phoned my ISP and I was like, look, there's a couple of guys with a load of fibre cables in their hands down the bottom of my road. 90% sure it's their fault. Not their fault, but because of them, if you know what I mean.
Requesting clearance to Bristol as well.
They were like, alright, don't worry, we'll pass it up the chain and see what they're supposed to be doing.
Bonsoir. Confirm you have copied information, Victor. AFM copied information, Victor.
We'll do BRI1, but we'll probably...
You're clear to Bristol, Laku 7 Bravo departure, up runway 32 right, initial climb level 70, stroke 5676.
Get in there, Grumpy. Scratch pad. This is why I need an MCDU unit, isn't it? Aircraft is loaded, good. Send to MCDU. We're departing 32 right, it's dry. Sync the load sheet, now we're loaded. Sync the weather. Calculate flaps 1, trim of up 0.3, 145, 145, 148. We'll send that over as well then. And while we're waiting, we'll get the fuel pumps started and we'll get the APU fired. Get the passengers strapped in. Evening, Darren. How are you? Okay, let's just do a quick double check that init page Bravo's populated. Yes, it is. It's all looking reasonable and good. 145, 145, 158, 148, I should say. Flaps 1, up 0.3, flex temp 77. So the plan is we're going to get out of here, get through Bordeaux control, then we'll treat ourselves to a coffee. I normally have coffees in pint glasses this time of night, just so you know. What I press? Come on, APU, hurry up. DSCH, whatever that's supposed to say. Thank you for following on Twitch. Sorry, I butchered your username. Okay, APU's available. Let's get the beacon on. Don't worry, Grumpy, I'm coming.
Taxi to holding point runway 32 right, November 2, via Tango 43, Tango 50, and Papa.
It's November 2.
Okay, 7,000 is set.
Tango 40 and Papa Airnaut 2282.
And 2282, negative after Tango 43, Tango 50, Tango 50, then Papa.
Are you in a 757? No. I wish I was though, from Bluebird. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Correct.
We're in a 319.
Good day, right, 11 Kilo Bravo on.
Do I provide the Airnaut livery for people who want to join the airline? Yep. On the website, airnaut.co.uk/liveries. I mean, you don't even have to join the VA if you just want to fly with them. Don't let me stop you. Right, have fun. Is autopilot much different in the 320 to the 350? The autopilot, not necessarily, but this is what's changed down here. Like the actual kind of cockpit bit. But yeah, up here is reasonably similar, I would say. Locking gear. So I'm guessing we're going to do nose right, tail left. Thinking about getting the flight sim on the PS5. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I would not play it on the PS5 personally because I use too many add-ons, but I think it can be great for getting people into the sim for sure.
I did ask GSX to face me south, but GSX has faced me north. Sorry about that. I apologise on behalf of everyone who uses GSX.
No worries, so break, Airnaut 2282, are you able to turn left on Tango 41?
Yes,
he's not happy.
Airnaut 2282.
Airnaut 2282, so taxi to November 2 via left Tango 41, Tango 40 and Papa.
Brilliant. Can we fly the A320? If you can fly the A320, you can fly any modern Airbus. Yeah, there's a few things to get used to on the 350. Like, I'd probably struggle if I jumped in it now, having not flown it for ages. What do you say about GSX? Grumpy wanted to face south and GSX faced him north, and now Grumpy's grumpy.
Area now 11 Kilo Bravo, continue on Papa, hold short of Tango 40.
Continue Papa, hold short Tango 40, 11 Kilo Bravo.
Now, where's Grumpy? It's behind me. I'm going to wait for Grumpy to do whatever he's going to do, because obviously if I push, I'm going to push. Probably get told no by ground, because obviously I'm going to get pushed right into Grumpy's path. How much does my setup cost? I don't know, to be honest with you. I've stopped adding it up. It's difficult as well, because not to sound like an out-of-touch streamer, but I do get sent some stuff by brands, and yeah, like there's some stuff that I obviously wouldn't have been able to have afforded had they not sent it for review. So yes, it's tricky. That being said, you might think, oh, maybe I should just start a YouTube channel to get flight sim gear for free. Probably still more cost effective to buy the gear, considering like the thousands of hours you'll need to put into growing the channel.
And we are now 11 Kilo Bravo, hold position please.
Holding position.
Ground down at 56 Tango, request taxi.
And on 56
Who's that next to me there then?
Taxi to only point runway 32 right, November 2 via first left, Tango 50 and Papa.
Who is that? Oh, it's Matt. Nice.
Holding point.
They got Grumpy facing north.
Right, November 2, Tango 50 and Papa 56 Tango.
Area now 11 Kilo Bravo, apologies for the wait. You may now turn left on Tango 40, straight ahead on Tango 42 to stamp Foxtrot 10.
No worries, so left Tango 40.
A minibus
Tango
night shift
42,
indeed.
and, Foxtrot 20.
Scenery looks quite nice for Toulouse, though. Pleased with that. Come on, Grumpy, out the way. I gotta go. You're holding me up. Should I buy Flight Sim 24 on PC if I can only play on controller? I wouldn't be able to fly on controller, but if you can, more power to you. That being said, for like 40 or 50 quid, you can get a joystick, like the Thrustmaster TCA, or if you're willing to spend a bit more, maybe get the Ursa Minor from WinWing. That's all you need. Have a chill out night tonight, Joanna. You've worked hard getting onto VATSIM today. That was a big step. Like, I don't underestimate the stress levels that you must have been going through earlier, because I remember on my first flight I was stressing it. Ground air not 1802, stand Echo 60, ready for push and start.
Airnaut 1802, push and start is approved, facing north on Tango 51.
Push and start approved, facing north on Tango 51, airnaut 1802. That's going to be the same way Grumpy went.
528 stand, Echo 50, requesting push and start.
That's going to be nose left, tail right.
Push and start is approved, facing north on Tango 41.
Pushback approved, facing north on Tango 41 and 528.
Rock and roll. There we go, we're moving.
Now 2282, are you back on frequency?
Yeah, sorry, Sim decided to do something odd. We're back now, 2282.
Now 2282, no problem. You may now contact Toulouse approach on frequency 129, decimal 305. Au revoir, monsieur.
129305 and 2282, thanks for the ATC.
Cheers, Chief. Start the flight. It's not bad, we're 5 minutes early. Have I done any Bristol practicing stuff since 09? Yes, David, we have, but VATSIM has always been giving me 2.7 ever since, which I'm secretly a little bit happy about. But yeah, getting there with 09. Like you were saying, just be more assertive. I've always My problem is I've always thought of being assertive as being bad. I always thought the general advice was like very small movements, nice and gentle, don't be putting too much in. But then like that assertiveness that you were talking about, kind of opposite to that. But it really helped. Mr. Flyman, hello. How to get the co-pilot? Don't know. Just there. It's a legend though. Okay, flaps 1. It is 24. My Moser thing just disconnected. Occasionally does that, and I don't know why. Evening, Andy. How are you doing? Is there quite a few watching? To be honest, I don't look at the stats anymore. I found it. I used to have it on a little window off to my side, and it got really unhealthy. All I do is check that window, and it's like it just didn't feel like that was like the right thing. So I just don't even like. There could be 10, there could be 100. It doesn't matter. Rightly or wrongly. Alright, we've got 2 good engine starts. Almost. Yeah, that's what I was missing, David, I think, was not being assertive when I need to. I'm saying all this now like I know what I'm doing. If push came to shove, I'm sure I'd probably make a mess again. Brake set. Turn off the APU. Darren says, after watching your recent video on Sim Update 4, I finally decided to join the beta and download it. I've also moved my community folder and official file folders onto a separate internal drive I had on the PC. I must admit it's a million times better, getting on average 80 to 95 FPS, and my audio stutters have gone. Amazing. That's what you want. Am I excited for the new Manchester? I don't really go in and out of Manchester that much. I realise everyone tonight is flying to Manchester because it's like the preview night. I had no idea, to be honest, that was going on until 2 minutes before I was about to go live. But that's okay. This is the non-Manchester zone, I guess, tonight. Yeah, I've already got the Mako Sim one, so honestly, I'm probably not going to buy the Innie one. Like, no hate towards Innie, just I've already got one. And I know it's probably not as up-to-date and exactly this and exactly that, and maybe there's a new version of WH Smith inside. Sort of don't care. It's good enough. I think we get a little bit carried away sometimes with buying scenery. Good. Right. I do believe I need to do my trim. What was my trim? Up 0.3. Give the cabin a buzz. Ground down at 1802, ready for taxi.
Airnaut 1802, you may now taxi to November 2, holding point of runway 32 right, via first left Tango 55 and Papa.
2. November 2, 432 right via first left Tango 55, then Papa, and 1802. Predictive wind shear. I'm never sure when to set predictive wind shear. I've seen some people set it just before they line up, and I've seen some people do it sooner, and I'm never quite sure which is right. Get the constraints on. Parking brake off. See you later, Jacob. Okay, first, so basically left and a left and then just meander down. That's fine. Even I can't mess that one up, right? Predictive wind shear is normally set during the taxi. Okay. And it's turned off, isn't it? Like, that's part of the after landing checklist I see on a lot of places. Is there a reason for that? Is it just to prevent false positives while taxiing to the terminal, or it's not like a radar, is it, that's like going to be beaming into the terminal or anything like that? Is it, or is it? I don't know. Okay, left on the Papa.
Requesting taxi.
How you doing, Leo?
I'm at 528, you may
Just stop it shouting, okay.
to Tango 50
That makes sense.
and hold short of Papa.
Taxi Tango 50, hold short Papa. 3, correction, and off 50.
Do I fly X-Plane 12? No, I don't actually. Cancelled your wing flex overhead. Oh no, Lee, what happened? Not impressed with comms and their delivery. Gonna wait for wing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I'm going November 2 now, aren't I?
Not 528 behind company traffic Airbus 319 from right to left. You may continue taxi to via Papa.
November 2 via Papa behind company traffic and 528.
Lion, why have you got 2 accounts? Corey, I went on a bit of a spree tonight on Contrail, yeah, because of their Black Friday deals. I got Tailstrike Prague, which wasn't on sale, but I just really wanted it. I got Madeira for Metallic. I got this. I got Belfast from Pirigui.
Airnaut 1802, you may now contact the Toulouse approach on frequency 129.305. Have a nice flight. Au revoir, monsieur.
To Toulouse approach, thank you very much indeed. Airnaut 1802. $189 305.
Airnaut 528 as well, you may now contact Toulouse approach on frequency 129.305. Have a nice flight. Au revoir, monsieur.
129 305 and 528, thanks for bye bye.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Just dropped my pen. That's why I had to stop. Okay, let's get that predictive wind shear set. What I would like to do... Toulouse approach, good evening. Airnaut 1802 on Papa for November 2.
1802, bonsoir from November 2, line up runway 3 to right, clear for takeoff, wind 29 south gaze, 13 knots.
Line up, clear for takeoff 3 to right via November 2, Airnaut 1802. Okay.
Airnaut 528 with you.
It's...
Airnaut 528, bonsoir.
Start the clock. Tara on. Let's go. Oh, why are my rudder pedals not doing anything? Thank you.
Airnaut 528. Behind departing A319, line up runway 3 to right and wait behind.
Behind departing A319, line up.
Alright, this is where I be a bad host. And have to concentrate. on what I'm doing. What's my next frequency? Do that in a moment. One two eight 105. Right, come on in, Bristol. Let's be having you. What is that on my windshield? Can you see that kind of moving across the glass there? Okay, Manflex 77 SRS green, auto thrust blue. Speed's alive. Let's go! Positive climb. Gear up. Feet off the rudders. And the nice thing is that I can still fly the aircraft by looking at my little screen here while looking out the wing. I love that. Levers into climb. Dip the nose down a bit. Let the aircraft accelerate. Cheers, Hans. One two five 105 is my next frequency. 125. $105. Keep hand flying for now. I like hand flying as much as possible. Like, it's kind of the point, right? For like having the sim and... Like, I know it's only a little turn coming up, but it's nice to do it.
Runway 3 to right, clear for takeoff. Wind 29 knots, 13 knots.
And 5 to 8, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
At 1802, identified passing 5,000 feet, climb flight level 140.
40 and at 1802.
Good evening, this is 6184 passing flight level.
Nice, climbing up to 140 already. That's good.
Bravo Oscar 603. 618 for bonsoir, identified.
What's that, Andy? What is it you can do? I feel like I've missed something now. Alright. Autopilot on. Coming up on 10,000. Oh, look out the passenger window at the same time. Okay, let's disarm those spoilers now. Flaps are away. Gear is up. Seatbelts remain on. 10,000 is coming up.
It's 1802, contact Bristol 125.105, bye-bye.
Bordeaux 125, 105, thanks very much, N at 1802.
Suspect 11 Yankee.
Let's get these lights off.
1 Yankee, 122.8, bye-bye. Bye-bye, 123. November 15 Tango, when ready, descend level 230, cushion descend level 210. When ready, descend flight level 310, Lufthansa 15 Tango.
Was I the one that made the video on YouTube about the Airnaut Asobo A320? About the livery?
Auto control, good evening again, is it 6184 with you again?
Sent 1k likes. Cheers, guy.
Descent level 80, is it 6184? You're interested in 3 to right? Negative, ready for 3 to left. Order.
Bordeaux, good evening, Airnaut 1802, passing flight level 116 for 140.
And at 1802, Bordeaux, good evening, how you can see 5, climb level 340, direct Manac.
Climb 340 direct, Manac, Airnaut 1802.
Full control, Fenix 14, Charlie Juliet, receiving quick request for overclimb to 380.
Manac.
Fenix 14, Charlie Juliet, climb now level 380.
340.
For 14, Charlie Juliet. And 528 with you passing 4,500 feet.
Right, what have I missed out on? Sorry, I've been a very bad, very bad host then, I do apologise. What have I missed out on Twitch? Can I do a flight from Stansted to somewhere? I don't know where that is. Sorry. Do I recommend the Winwing FCU, thinking of getting it in the sales? I've not used it. This is the Wing Flex, so don't be confused. Two different things. Wing Flex is very good though. Not tried Wing. Be cool to try it though. Hans, how you doing? Hello, so big fan. Embarrassed I wasn't already following you. Don't worry, Hans. All is forgiven.
That will be perfect. Your colleague is just 9 miles behind, trailing you. Sky Zone 5, Romeo Oscar, over to 122.0. Merci beaucoup pour the service and have a good evening, sir. We'll keep you happy company inside. Have a lovely evening as well.
Right, what else have I missed? I feel like I've missed on so much.
Descend level 150. Staying in the distance, 814.
Do I use Fiversight before on your branding? No, I haven't. What's the best joystick yoke for the price? I like the I like the Thrustmaster TCA for the price, but then for a little bit more, you can get the Wing minor Ursa thing, which I've not tried, but I hear is good. No, we're not on approach yet. We're just on the climb out of Toulouse. Cheers, not. Right, what have I missed out on YouTube?
Cushion 0284, roger. Taxi 20 parking 122.8. Bye bye. Thank you for your service.
How long am I going to be on this frequency for? Still got a fair way to go yet, haven't we? Most of the way up to knots.
126.0, straight to maintain the Mac and do not speed up. Your colleague is 10 miles ahead. Roger, yeah, we'll sort it on the income. Thank you, service 123, cars 1260. See ya.
Cool. Right, what were we all talking about? Winwing FCU saves so much mouse scrolling. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I really like the Wing Flex one. No hate towards Winwing, just haven't had the chance to try it. I've got the Winwing FCU, it's okay to be fair, but I really want the complete setup from Wing Flex, as that controls the frequency change panel, but it's like $450, no Black Friday deals. Yeah, they told me about that before they launched it, and obviously it's not one-to-one scale, is it? Because they've basically on the left-hand side, you've got the FCU bit, obviously here, which is what this is. They've done an EFIS on the left, and then on the right, rather than just repeat what's on the left on the right, because let's be real, there's only one of you normally when you're simming at home, they've taken the radio panel and what else have they taken? So yeah, sorry, the radio panel and the transponder panel, and sort of made a little, put it inside like an EFIS shaped thing, so you can have it all on your desk, which I think is really cool. Like, they told me about it before they launched it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, cockpit builders won't like it. But then, honestly, how many of us are actual cockpit builders, and how many of us are desktop simmers? I would wager that a lot of us are desktop simmers. That's a really good idea. I haven't tried it, but as soon as they told me, I was like, yeah, that's genius. Well done, guys. EDJA is in the south of Germany. Got all the wing stuff for Airbus. My throttle and flap, speed brake, parking brake is arriving tomorrow. Nice. Nice one, Drew. Back home now, Philip. Crack open that bottle of red. I might have to get a coffee shortly, if you know what I mean. Matt says Wing is lower quality, but it's also the lower price, so it swings around-abouts. Yeah, I've not tried any Wing gear ever. I'd love to. I was thinking, I don't know, maybe like after Christmas I might pick up an Ursa Minor, not to use every day, but just to review on the channel. I'll probably treat myself to the throttles and the flat levers and all that good stuff after Christmas. Hopefully by then availability will be a bit easier. What I would like is just to be able to go on the UK site and order it and have it arrive in a couple of days. Plus it means I can get through Christmas. I've got 2 little kids to get through Christmas yet, and one of them's got a birthday. So I think my wallet's going to be raided enough as it is without me buying flight sim gear. If you'd all be so kind, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Or the dislike button if you really dislike the stream, but I hope you don't. I hope you do like it. Top of climb, 48 miles. Red wine and a kebab, oh my god.
Thank you very much, bye-bye.
So is Manic going to be the waypoint that I leave this controller? Yeah. So I'm basically being directed to the end of this controller's airspace. At which point, we'll get a coffee. So what's going on at Bristol then? We've got Bristol radar.
There was a question. Which bridge do you want to expect at Bergerac?
Just ILS 27 will do at Vancouver, 898
Happy days. Few on the ground at Bristol. I love Bristol. I've always got a soft spot for Bristol. Like in real life as well, it's kind of like the perfect airport. It's like you can go to some decent places, but it's not like a crazy airport. How do you change frequencies? You just use your mouse? Yeah.
122, that's right. Let's regroup what's your service.
Yeah, good old Bristol.
Have a lovely evening.
Great Maddox. So we've got a little bit of a shortcut, not much. I mean, it's only Charlie November Alpha. James is leading the charge. You know, 339. Damn. How do we join your VA? That's a really good question. It's all hosted on New Sky. So, newsky.app is the website. Get an account, download the app, and you need to do one flight. Need to do one flight with the New Sky Academy, which is basically like a training ground. And if you get more than 8.0 on that flight, you can apply to our airline and it'll auto accept you. Will a 339 fit? Yeah, I was wondering that, Andy, to be honest. I'm sure somebody was trying to land there in a 777 the other day. Here we go, do what OG says. OG says, if you don't hit the like button, your baggage is going to be dumped. I can neither confirm nor deny, but it sounds like a good idea to me. Look at Germany. It's crazy, Germany, isn't it? So much of it. Every night they're just like knocking it out. Lots going on at Manny. Fully staffed, that's good to see. Is Gav in there? Gav must be on his way in tonight, I presume. I think he got the Manchester preview, didn't he?
Have a good evening. 22.8, thanks to the ATC, and not 2282.
2282. So where are you? That's you. Okay, so probably not too far till I get handed off as well. 330 does operate at Bristol, so it should be fine. Does it? Don't think I've ever seen a 330 at Bristol. Then doesn't the Dreamliner, the Dash 8? Fairly certain that one's been in and out of Bristol occasionally. Reference in the briefing and the landing calcs work, so it'll be fine. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. TUI used to operate the 7-8. That's who it was, yeah, it's TUI.
Runway 32 left is the 6184.
Would you say then in real life that it's quieter on frequency? Because you haven't got the whole top-down effect of VATSIM. Like, you haven't got some poor soul doing, like, London control that also has to do tower and ground for Heathrow and Gatwick, for example. Do any of my flight sim mates use the Winwing Ursa? I was thinking of switching out my Thrustmaster for it. I think Grumpy used to. Like, I've not used it. I've not used it at all. I'd like to maybe get one. I'll just sell it on again, maybe. Just to try it, because I've heard a lot of good things. What do I mean? Like, so for example, if you're flying, well, like we are now in Bordeaux control, would the frequency be busier than a typical night on VATSIM, for example? Only because I'm presuming that the controller that is in doing it for real life only has to do that job, rather than like tower and ground at various other airports that happen to fall under, because of the top-down effect of VATSIM is what I'm getting at, really. Grumpy, someone in Twitch, Darren, was asking if any of my flight sim mates use a Winwing Ursa, and I thought maybe you used to, but I can't remember. Got a radio where I can hear Leeds and Scottish Control, Manchester TMA, and it can be pretty busy. Okay. It depends on time of day. Fair enough. What am I flying? I'm flying the A319. Where is it? Do you have an outside view? Ah, yes, flying at night, where you can see precisely bugger all. I still don't understand you lot liking night flying. It doesn't do a lot for me, to be honest. It's like, we've got this gorgeous sim, and we just can't see anything.
One uniform, descent 2,500 feet, QNH 1018, clear direct runway 27, report low.
Darren Grumpy said he did have it, and it was a nice stick.
2,500 QNH 1018, clear direct 27, report established.
Quiet over the ocean on European trips. Can I ask where you bought...
56 Tango 122.8, have a good one.
Over to Unicorn 122.8. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir.
Grumpy busting out the Del Boy impression there, blimey. France sectors on the west are pretty dead this time of night. Okay, that's interesting. It's interesting to know.
On the right, Mike 8, cross on the way.
Oh yeah, CPDLC. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I should maybe give Hoppy a go. Give that a go, but I feel like me doing it on the mic is just better for the stream.
Easy 84 Hotel Victor, direct to New York. Direct to New York, Hotel Victor.
Proper Del Boy, yeah.
Easy 6184 after crossing, contact ground 131.900, bye-bye.
After crossing, contacting ground 121.9.
Joanna says if you've got a bit of spare cash, just get the AB9 and the MA3X, assuming you're right-handed. Yeah. Yeah. Chateau Neuf de Pape. This time. This time next year, Rodney. Fabrique Belgique. For me, was it?
Alors, France 60-27, je vous ai dit via novembre 2, confirmez que vous vous alignez depuis novembre 2.
Come on.
Oui, je confirme novembre 2, Air France 60-27.
Hand me off.
Air France 60-27, puisque 30 de droite, novembre 2, alignez-vous, autorité décollage, vent 290 degrés, 13 nœuds. On décolle 30 de droite, Air France 60-27.
You getting any midstream games?
I guess we are out of your area now.
Yeah, just
We haven't done Wordle today, actually, have we? What I'll do in a minute, I'll get a coffee, and we'll do Wordle.
I think I'm out of your...
And yeah, we'll get Wordle out the way. And it probably won't be long, because look, we're coming up to Nantes now, and it's only like an hour to Bristol from there, including the climb usually, isn't it? So it's like, we haven't got that far to go. And we've got Bristol radar on,
Thank you, bye-bye.
which is pretty cool. What's LARS mean? LARS subject to controller workload. Operating dual frequencies, ground call on 133850. Is it a conga line? Getting on for it. We're getting on for it, aren't we? Who have we got? We've got James leading the charge in his 339. Grumpy is almost manic. I'm back here, and there's... Here we go. Just popped in there. We've got Matthew behind us. Yeah, it's a good 4 of us. It's nice, actually. It's been nice coming into Toulouse, because we're going to use this as a bit of a base going forward, so it's quite nice to get to know the place, and all the staff have been really nice as well, so that's good. Everyone's been very nice.
122.8, good night to you, sir.
Lower aerodrome radio service. Okay, so is that for like VFR traffic? Big Wordle Day, got it in 3. Right, 3's the challenge. Is there much difference when landing the A319 compared to the 320, especially in crosswinds, as I can't seem to master the A319? It does feel different to fly, definitely, and the 321 again feels different to the 20. Like they are not just skins. I used to do this flight every winter for Christmas to join my family in Herefordshire. No way, that's cool. Philip got it in 3 as well. Oof. Can we operate Air Not 222 into Toulouse? I guess. Is there a joke there that I'm not getting? I feel like there might be. Highly likely. You'll get 2 off the bat. Nice. Hey, Gav's in Twitch. How you doing, Gav? It was a joke. I completely did not get it. Can we operate Air Not 222 to Toulouse? Oh, the 2222. I get it. Sorry. Damn, I'm not on the ball tonight. Been a very stressful day of my internet going out, you know. Very stressful. That was annoying, that was. Although I wasn't actually that annoyed at the time. That sort of thing would like generally quite annoy me sometimes. If I've like earmarked the day for streaming, and that happens like 2 hours in, and then the whole day's just canned. It's like, it's really annoying. But actually, it was kind of like, well, there's nothing I can do. So, take the dog for a walk. And that's when I saw those guys staring down the manhole, looking at my fibre cable. Like literally, they had this big plastic thing with like fibre cables just coming out and out and out and out of it. And I was like, oh, I know what you've done. You've disconnected me. If I buy Flight Sim, do I get free aircraft? Well, you get planes that come with it, default planes. And in fairness, in 24, they're not bad. Have I got FSLTL installed, or do I use something else? I use FSLTL. In fact, I need to update that, thinking about it. What plane? A319, Phoenix.
Florida 84 uniform, fully established.
87 established, 85 uniform.
Florida 85 uniform, runway 27 clear to land, wind 29 7 knots, report to backtracks.
Runway 27 clear to land, report back.
What's the situation with the 320 Neo from Fly-by-Wire?
1830, 122.8, bye-bye.
22.8, thanks very much. Air Not 1802.
Check 14 Charlie Jet, 122.8, bye-bye.
Because it's not officially, it doesn't officially work yet in 24, does it?
Have a wonderful evening, too.
Approaching hold point November 1 runway 32 at 3, ready for departure.
45, thank you.
Doesn't officially work. Another GSX update. What, after the big one that we just had? Oh. Right. I'm going to go and get a coffee. And then we'll get Wordle probably in 1 or 2 guesses tonight. That's my prediction. And then we'll grease it into Bristol. I'll see you in a moment. I'll give you a wing view. I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy yourselves. I'm back. Cheers. It's done it again, you stupid headphones. That's better. Yeah. Nice coffee, that. Glenn says, hello Airnot, did you test the Winwing Airbus throttle? Because I don't know how to get it now. Because it's just for pre-ordering. I didn't test it, no. No, I have not tried it. I'd love to. Be really cool to, but at this time, I have not. I might pick one up after Christmas. And have a go. I'm tempted to have a little go maybe at building a bit of a cockpit. Next year, maybe. I don't know. It could be a bad idea. Could be a bad idea. Cheers, Yoru. Oh man. Yeah. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll think about a little cockpit. Right, come on now. Wordle. Spelled that wrong, didn't I? Right. Pay attention. Oh, hello. Right, we could be on for 2 here. Who is that? Hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm watching the stream and following from behind. Nice. Dismal says I'm trying to negotiate a cockpit of my dearly beloved. I'm starting with wanting a train layout and working my way back. Yeah, that's it. That's what they call it in politics, isn't it? It's called shifting the political window. That's apparently not to get political, but apparently Donald Trump uses that as a genuine technique all the time. He'll say something completely outrageous that's like all the way over here. So when he actually asks for the thing that he actually wants, it doesn't seem anywhere near as unreasonable, and everyone's like, oh yeah, okay, because it's not as bad as the other option. Yeah, good tactic, Dunk. I like it. That doesn't help us with Wordle though, does it? Elise. Oh. Okay, so we've got one more try. Could it be? Alive? No, because there's no E at the end, is there? Again, I love that I can just see what the plane's doing here while I play Wordle. This screen was well worth the money. It was only 75 quid. Absolute bargain. Having the most boring food ever. Chips, Cumberland sausages and baked beans. Joanna, there's nothing wrong with that. That is like... very, very good. Top marks. Cheers, far out. Mission creep, yeah. Come on. Line. Yeah, but there's no E in a line. We need the E. Plead. Oh. Could it be plead? That's a good one, Corey. You know what? If that all goes green, I wouldn't be at all surprised. Let's try it. Yes, Corey, well done. See, I told you I'd get it in 3. I'll have a sip of my coffee to celebrate. Cheers, everyone. Oh, I do love a coffee. Right. So we are coming up on Nantes, and our flight plan takes us right over where I stayed. to remember where that was now. I think it was about here, roughly. Somewhere about there. Which was great, because I had planes coming in and out all day. I could just basically lie on a sun lounger. And we got to see the beluga, because the beluga would come in and out of Nantes. It's great. Got to see it like 2 times a day. Amazing. Only thing missing from that is 2 fried eggs. I was going to say a couple of turkey dinosaurs wouldn't go amiss, Grumpy, actually. Can't beat a turkey dinosaur. A couple of turkey dinosaurs would finish that off lovely. How far out are we from top of descent? We've still got a little way to go yet, haven't we? Still a couple 100 miles. That's alright, plenty of time to drink our coffee. Thinking about buying the Edinburgh scenery. Is it decent? Oh, Corey, it is like the best. It is the best. It's 24, far out. How much is my whole flight sim set up? I don't really know, Glenn. I've not added it up. And you've also got to keep in mind that I didn't buy it all. Like, Wingflex sent over that, the FCU Cube, Moser sent the throttles, Moser sent the AB9 stick that's kind of buried in here that you can't see. I feel a bit bad for Moser, actually. So obviously sent the AB9 and I've just buried it in a box that I built. But it's really nice with the FS Project side stick, so... I've spoken to Moser about that. I was like, I'm really sorry, but it's so good like this. And they're like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. I didn't have a lot of food for tea. Couple of sausages, couple of turkey dinosaurs, chips, beans, a fried egg. Got to keep Grumpy happy. Don't think I'd have gone with fried eggs on that, to be honest, that sausage meal. I'd have said, like, leave it at chips and beans, personally. You add an egg, all of a sudden everything, it just tastes like a fry-up. Whereas if you don't add the egg, it just tastes like something different. I don't know, it's weird. Such insightful conversation tonight. I thought about the Moser stick, but it's too expensive. What's that, the AB9, Glenn? Yeah. I'm the best Microsoft Flight Sim pilot after Captain Canada. I don't know about that. I've been pretty ropey of late. I really have. I feel like my flying generally right now is in the toilet. During the summer, I thought it was on point. I was really happy with it during the summer because we were doing the Euro tour. We were flying what felt like every other day after I fitted the kitchen. I felt really locked in. What's a turkey dinosaur? You never had a turkey dinosaur? Man. Turkey dinosaurs are like next level. Next time you're in the supermarket, have a look for a turkey dinosaur. It will change your life. Charlie, how you doing, mate? Long time no see indeed. Yeah, Glenn, AB9's a lot of money, but out of all the sticks I've tried, it is the finest stick I've ever used. Like I say, going to Gatwick, using theirs, and being in that sim. And I remember being in that sim being like, right, just try and remember how this Airbus stick feels. And then Moser sent the AB9 that following week, which was such good timing because it was all fresh in my mind, and I was like, oh my god, I'm back at Gatwick, but I'm sat at home. So very, very cool. But it's a lot of money. But if you are pursuing the ultimate Airbus side stick, I think that's pretty much it. If you're a home simmer. It is utterly amazing. And just like the fact that it can feel like a totally different aircraft by loading in a profile. You got an 83 knot headwind. Has my weather gone weird again? I bet it has. Oh, it flipping has. That's annoying. Why did it do that? Oh, Christ, here we go. I hear you. What in the world is my plane doing? I wish you hadn't said anything now, Grumpy. Note to self. Make sure live weather is on before you take off. Yikes! Okay. Well, let's fix that. That's weird. I think I know what it is, Grumpy. I think it must have been the way the sim shut down earlier, thinking about it. Because isn't there a thing with 24? I've had it a few times where if the sim shuts down in an ungraceful way, you can sometimes lose live weather. And obviously I lost my internet connection and it all went terribly wrong earlier this morning, so I think that's possibly why. Andy, how you doing? You love the new routes? Yeah, New Sky is going to absolutely kill me for that, aren't they? Bloody hell. Never mind. Aviation 1001 says, would I recommend the AB6 as a more budget-friendly option, or should I go with the AB9? If you're wanting to fly Airbus, AB9. If you can afford it. Or if you're willing to wait to save up the extra. Because the AB6 is gear-driven force feedback, the AB9 is belt-driven force feedback. I've had quite a few comments on my review being like, why is no one else talking about this? Which is nice. I'm glad that it's helping people. But yeah. The minute I laid hands on that AB6, I was like, this is gear-driven, 100%. Just like, you could just feel it. You could feel the cogs, even with it off. And if you move the stick around really quickly, you kind of hear it almost like a Logitech G29 racing wheel, because that's gear-driven. But yeah, not many people picked up on it, and I'm surprised. Surprised at that. Charlie says, my 24 does that as well, so annoying. On mine, I can't set custom time or it goes to real time no matter what. Oh. Yikes. Have I got Discord yet? Yeah, Charlie, we've had a Discord for ages. It's a members perk for members on YouTube or if you sub on Twitch. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I was surprised that not all the reviewers, a lot of them didn't mention that with the AB6. That was, struck me as a bit odd, that. But it was just so obvious, like, as soon as you touch it, it's like, this feels different. But then if you've never touched the AB9, then maybe you wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I've had numerous comments, numerous people coming into the live streams, numerous just being like, yeah, thanks for mentioning that, because not many people are. Which seems odd to me, that. I don't know. G-Lock did. G-Lock Media did. I had a funny feeling he would as well. He's normally very, very good. Price difference. Well, the price difference hard to it's not apples to apples, because with the AB9 it's $549, but then all you get is the joystick base. You don't get anything else at all. Like, even if you want a desk mount, I think that's another 50 quid. And then if you want a stick, that's another, whatever the stick is. Like the MA3X would be about 80, I think, but who knows, maybe you want something else, and yeah, you could easily be up, you know, near like 700 quid, quite easily. Whereas the AB6 is 399. And you get a desk mount, you get a stick, albeit it's a military style stick. And you're good to go. You get everything you need for 399. The desk mount, I would say, is way better with the AB6. Because the AB6 is lighter, it can be a different style of desk mount, so the whole thing can be sort of like cantilevered a little bit. So it can stick out further from the desk, sort of like levered. Excuse me. And it can go lower. Whereas the AB9 very much hangs onto the desk, and there's no like sort of it sticking out because it's so heavy. That's the thing. But if you've got the room for it, if you're willing to make a nice pedestal, or you've got a mounting solution. The problem was I would have the AB9 out here, and I'd try and fly it, and when I'd go to flare, I'd always pull to the right because of like it was so far. Like, I was having to lean forward so much. It was just like a very uncomfortable flying experience, and it made me, what I thought was pulling back straight, I was actually pulling back and right at the same time. Whereas now I've got the pedestal, I've got it all at the right height, so I can put my arm on my little arm on my desk, on my chair thing, line up my arm perfectly, and we're good. Oh, you sit on the floor, Joanna, and sim, don't you? I'd forgotten that. So yeah, I can imagine actually, if you're sat cross-legged or whatever, by the time you've sort of got a bend in your arm for your elbow, the AB9 probably is quite right on the floor, isn't it? I've seen a lot of DIY joysticks. I'm thinking about building a DIY one tuned to Airbus style. Damn, good luck to you. Good luck. I'm 151 till top of descent. What time are we getting into Bristol? 20 to 10. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm glad you're liking the new routes, Pandy. We put a lot of work into that. Like, the last few nights have been basically put into that. So I'm very glad. Very, very glad indeed. Yeah, we've got loads and loads of routes. Let me show you. Not that I need much encouragement. The furthest we can go from home is Singapore, via Dubai. The plan is to flesh out this area of the world a bit more over time. So we're starting small, just to see if there's demand on these routes that we've got already. And equally out in America, we've got transatlantic routes, and then you can also go the slow way. You can go via Faroe Islands, Iceland, Greenland, St. John's, then down to JFK. Then you've got access to the East Coast network, or you can then do another internal flight over to LAX and have access to the West Coast network, hub out of LAX if you want to. No issue at all with adding more routes in America, in the Middle East. Heck, even down over Africa. We just sort of need to do it gradually, because as the owner of the VA, you have to kind of figure out, you've kind of got to expand the routes and your fleet at the same rate as the airline pilots expand, if that makes sense. Because I could like lease 1,000 airplanes, dot them all over our route network, have routes to literally everywhere, and be like, great, done. But then every day you get charged for the lease of each aircraft. You get charged for the routes, whether they get flown or not. Am I able to speed up? Probably not, Matt, no. Because I'm already at Mach 0.78. I had live weather off, that's why I was whizzing along. Miami to Kingston. Oh, is that Jamaica? Nice to see you again, West Castle, by the way. Been a minute. What would you like me to speed up to, Matt? What are you doing? Cheers, XA. Yeah, so Europe, I'd say, is pretty much a tick in the box at this point. We've got a lot going on in Europe. There's maybe not as much coming out of Prague as I would like. I feel like Prague is slightly under... I love Prague. I feel like maybe we need to connect Prague in a bit more. Maybe we'll do one from Frankfurt. We could do one from Cologne, Amsterdam. Innsbruck could be cool. Just to kind of connect some of these loose ends. Like Innsbruck just sort of ends, doesn't it? But if you could go Innsbruck, Prague, Prague, Cologne, Cologne to Heathrow, for example, or you know. Lots of onward destinations is what we want. Oh yeah, Matt, you're going to want live weather on. Guernsey? Do we have routes to Guernsey? Is that what you mean? We've got Jersey, but not Guernsey. Show off, Matt. Yeah, I don't know why my plane freaked out so much. I think we can kiss goodbye to our new Sky score for tonight after my mid-air turning on the weather. Where am I? It's over the coast. Do you reckon Bristol radar's going to stay on for us or not? I got a funny feeling they might go offline. So there's an arrival in 4 minutes, Easy 2050 from Amsterdam. Then there's another Easy jet from... Is that Berlin? Then it's us. Yeah, maybe if I was a controller looking at that, I'd think my next half an hour is pretty much full. Then there's a half an hour of nothing. I'd be inclined to log off after Matt lands, if I was controlling. Providing nothing else came up, of course. What about departures? Yeah. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. France are stopping on now, aren't they? It's good to see. And look at that. Portugal. Lisbon control. Cheers, Theo. Did I ever try my hand at controlling? Selfishly, I'm just enjoying flying too much. And I know that's a selfish attitude to take. I feel like I'm put off really by hearing about like the, 1 year plus waiting list. So, yeah, for that. Cheers, AIM. Yeah, I feel put off by the queue. And I don't know that it doesn't appeal to me in the same way that flying does. Dunk's been waiting for a year. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. Grumpy, what's happening with you? Because weren't you going to try and do it, and then you got advised to go somewhere else because you might get done quicker? Cheers, Works. Thank you, thank you. This coffee is delightful. Just a massive espresso shot. Cheers, Bam. Thought it was a Guinness. No. No, it's a coffee, honestly. Honest. Can't beat a pint of coffee this time of night. So yeah, that's pretty much what puts me off. Looks like something from a bush tucker trial. That's on at the minute, isn't it? I've never ever watched it. I'm a celeb. Although, didn't Jack Osborne in it this year? I feel like he might win it. If he isn't out already, in which case, forget everything I just said. I've got a funny feeling he might win it. I think he comes across quite well, particularly nowadays. I mean, obviously when he was in the Osbournes, he was a teenage rebel, I suppose. But now I think he comes across very well, the way he talks. Hence I'm watching you while the wife and kids are watching that dross. Ronald's in! How you doing, Ronald? Ronald, aka Papa Hotel. Philip's missus has got it on. What brand is my monitor? There are so many on Amazon. It was one of two. It's a 12.9 inch 1920 by 720 monitor. So I just typed in 1920 by 720 monitor and it came up. Just pinged Bristol approach. He says he'll stay on for the 4 air not flights. Oh, bless him. Right, we are less than 100 miles. So on that basis, let's get the plane set up. Because otherwise, I'm going to keep yapping and then we're going to be there and I'm going to freak out. Let's do a quick refresh. I know you shouldn't need to refresh, but I like to anyway. Runway news 27. Yes. It's not 09, thank goodness. Arriving into 27. What's our weight? .1 plus 57, so 60.1. So that'll be medium auto brake. Let's get that in. Now, medium's in, that's good. Okay, then we're going to do QNH 1021. Uh, 3 degrees. And it was 360/4. And the mins are... .801. Lovely. Is it me or has James disappeared? Let's have a look. Oh, I hope he hasn't crashed. The desktop, that is. Yeah, it would appear that James has. Three more flights coming in from the east, so should be busy for him. Really? Where are they coming from? We got... But yeah, okay. 2 easy jets, then us, then... Oh, MPH, that's who messaged me on VapSim earlier. There's MPH. Where are you? There you are! Nice one. Flying for Martinair. Is Martinair a VA or is that real? What's the best way to stay on the centre line in a crosswind? Crab. Crab is what I would do. So you wouldn't necessarily you wouldn't line yourself up with the runway. You would kind of turn your aircraft into the wind such that you'll be heading away from the runway. So the plane's nose will be heading away from the runway. But the course that you track over the ground will be along the centre line.
Bristol traffic, Air 56 Papa, reaching top of descent, reducing speed to 250 knots for the descent.
Bad idea, is it? How far have I got? 63 mile. And if I were to change my cost index to 6, what does that become then? 46. What happened earlier today? Oh, disaster earlier today. About 2 hours into the stream, internet died. Like, full on died. And yeah, having resorted to just being like, well, this day's just basically been set on fire. I was like, I'll take the dog out. And I took the dog out for a walk, and lo and behold, there were a couple of blokes staring into a manhole, with a bunch of fibre optic cables in their hands, looking like they've broken something and they don't know how to fix it. So I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. I understand perfectly. So I felt I didn't approach them. I didn't want to be that guy to be like, you've taken up my internet. I didn't approach him. I just let him be. Phoned up my ISP, and who actually owns those fibre cables, because it's one of those, what are they called? Is it an altnet? An altnet ISP? Phoned them and I was like, look, my internet's gone out. I've just seen a bunch of guys looking down a manhole with fibre optic cables everywhere. Fairly certain it's because of that. Don't know what they're doing. Don't know why they're doing it, but my internet's off, just letting you know. And they were like, yeah, okay, we'll let our networking engineers know. And yeah, I think it was off for almost 3 hours. So there's no way I could have done another stream today. Absolutely no way. Well, in the daytime anyway, because by the time it came back on, it's like, even if I started now, I'd like get the plane fired up and I'd have to stop and go and get the kids from school. So don't think it would have worked out for me somehow. I must admit, Grumpy, I did think about that irony, the fact that you were getting fibre installed and mine had been cut off. Wasn't happy about that. But what are you going to do, eh? These things happen. Bristol traffic, Air 1802, slowing to speed max 7.4 for separation for the company traffic head, and we'll maintain 250 knots for the descent into Bristol traffic. Cheers, OG. That's part of the reason, actually, why I could get out here tonight and go live when I did, because I walked the dog in the day. It means I could come out tonight and just basically stream immediately rather than take him out. Do the parents at the school watch your stream? I don't know. To be honest, I tend not to interact with many of the parents that pick up and drop off. Like, a lot of them, it's like, they love it. Like, they all have a chat, talking, giggling, laughing. Yeah, I'm not really into that first thing in the morning, to be honest. So I don't really know that many of them. I know a couple. I know that they know about the channel. Because obviously my kid tells his mates, and then I guess they tell the parents, and then the parents sort of look me up out of interest, I suppose. Yeah, it's a funny dynamic. I used to hate people knowing about it, actually, to tell you the truth.
Descending to flight level 150 for Exmouth.
Oh, you got a husky. Nice. Yeah, I bet she loves the cold weather. Is this my full-time job? No, it's my part-time job. So this is like... Well, if you think of my life like a pie chart and divide into 3, 1/3 is sorting out the kids, making sure they're all good, taking them to school, picking them up, all that sort of stuff. The other 1/3 is the jobby job, the actual job, a real job in air quotes, and the other 1/3 is this. It is my ambition to make this 2/3, but we're not quite there yet. But we'll see. My other job, I shouldn't talk about what my job is on stream. Which I know probably makes you want to know even more what it is. Like, oh, it must be something interesting. It's not. It's really not that interesting. It's probably the most boring, mundane job you can imagine. But it's very, very convenient. It allows me to do it. And still have time in the week for this, and it fits in around life and kids and everything else and family, so it's very good for that. But it's by no means interesting. Go around, acknowledge you've got me. Says OnlyFans ? Alright, you got me. You got me. Yeah, the other 1/3 I spend on OnlyFans. In fact, just behind me, out of shot, you can't see it tactfully, is my hot tub, where I do my hot tub streams from. What do we think? Hot tub hot tub flight sim streams, what do you think? I reckon. Bristol traffic in at 1802, top of descent, flight level 340, and we too will be descending for flight level 150 Exmouth. My thing has frozen again. My FCU cube, it keeps doing that, and I don't know why. Sounds like a great job. What's that? The hot tub streaming? Yeah. I reckon the channel would explode if I did that, you know. Because isn't that like the meta on Twitch? Like, there's like the code of conduct on Twitch is something like you can get away with wearing like a bikini basically, and then that makes you conform to the terms of service because you're not just there like naked. And I think the reason why they did that is because like, well, what if someone's like live streaming in real life and I don't know, they're on a beach or something, or they're surfing, or they're playing volleyball on the beach. And then immediately everyone's like, right, great, we're just going to sit in our bedroom in a hot tub wearing a bikini. It's like, talk about give an inch, people take a mile. Alright, Jen. Yeah. You gotta love the internet for that, right? Yeah, Grumpy got very upset when I put my shorts on during the summer.
15,000.
He said my stream should have come with a content warning because my knees were on show. Oh, I love flying at night. It's so good. Just so immersive, just looking at a completely black screen. I don't get it. I just don't get it. With 12 gigs of VRAM Boxinator, I wouldn't want to be flying at much more than 1080p. Incorrect VOR. Of your job guess, by the way. Don't worry, it'll soon be summer, Grumpy. I'll get my knees out again. Look over the right wing. Torquay. Saw a YouTube video the other day come up talking about like Torquay and Paynton. It's like a channel called Turd Towns. This guy goes around like the towns that he thinks are the worst in the UK and just basically slags them off while walking around them. It's like, wow. Gotta love that. What's my train level of detail on? 150, I think. If I had to recommend one airport scenery to buy first, what would it be? Edinburgh, probably. But beware, it gobbles VRAM like you wouldn't believe. What is the monitor to devices? What diagonal? You mean this monitor with all the stuff on it? It's a 12.9 inch, but it's only 720 pixels high, but it's 1920 across. What's my obsession with Edinburgh? Edinburgh's awesome. It's an amazing bit of scenery. It's an amazing airport. Great to fly or fly to and from like Amsterdam, London, Dublin, Bristol. The scenery is absolutely top-notch. Great for benchmarking because it represents the worst-case scenario in a lot of ways. And it's just good fun. And it gets loads of ATSIM coverage. And it's a really nice place to get started on VATSIM as well. Yeah, I like it a lot, as you can probably tell. Stop yawning. Greetings from Texas. Damn, you're a long way away. I'd like to go to Texas one day. I feel like I've been to America, but I've not been to, like, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but like real America, if you know what I mean. Like, I've been to New York, been to Vegas, I've been to San Francisco, and I feel like they were quite extreme versions of America. Whereas we went on a day trip from Vegas to the Grand Canyon, and like a fool I thought, well, the Grand Canyon's not that far, is it, from Vegas? You got to go. Got on the bus and then realised it was a 5 to 6 hour bus journey, like a coach. It was a nice coach, but yeah, it just felt like on that day we obviously going out on the coach, you got out of Vegas, and it was almost like you left this bubble of craziness and you actually got to see some real America, if you know what I mean. Just like just regular people living their normal, regular lives, like the little town we stopped in for lunch and places like that. It was cool. I felt a bit sorry for the people at one of the towns we stopped in along the way, It was like, it reminded me of, have you ever seen the movie Cars? I've seen it about, probably getting on for 67,000 times at this point, because my kids love it. And you know what it's like when kids love a movie that's like, they just watch it again and again and again. But it reminds me of the little town off of Cars. It's like that town had nothing going for it except for the fact that Route 66 passed through it. That was it. And it's like they relied on that one bus coming through. Contact Cardiff radar. Go on, Em. Where is he? One 2-5 855. 125. Cardiff radar, Air 1802, descending for flight level 150.
Air 1802, Cardiff radar. Hello. That's landing runway 30 Cardiff. Descend flight level 80.
Apologies, Cardiff radar. I'm actually inbound for Bristol. I just noticed I was coming into your airspace, so I thought I'd better contact you.
Nox 1802, yep, Euroscope's giving me duff information there. That's okay, descend flight level 80, it still applies.
Descend 80, thanks very much. Air 1802.
Air 56 Tango, fly heading 070 degrees, vectoring for runway 327 to Bristol.
Fly heading 070 degrees, vectors for 27 landing at Bristol. Thank you.
One 25650 will be Bristol. 125. Six 50.
Air 56 Tango, speed 250 knots, so great.
Speed 250, greater, 56 Tango.
Was there any need for the 67,000? I don't know. It just feels like I've seen that film a lot. You know, a lot. Like, what do you want to watch? Don't tell me. Cars. In fairness, it is quite a cute film.
Air 56 Tango, report your speed to Bristol radar frequency 125.650.
I recommend the Windwing Ursa Minor with some Logitech pedals.
Report speed 125.650. Thank you for your short time.
The box near to my transition is BRI-1, but I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get vectored out. With that in mind.
734 is now ready for taxi, please.
Ryanair 734 taxi, holding point Alpha 1, runway 30.
Holding point Alpha 1 for runway 30 for Ryanair 734. Thank you, sir.
Speedbird 9173, continue taxi, holding point Alpha 1, following the Ryanair 737.
Continue taxi, holding point Alpha 1 behind the Ryanair 737, Speedbird 9173, thanks.
Air 1802, speed 250 knots.
250 knots, Air 1802. Right, I need to put a radial in of 087. That's it, Lee. We've extended the centre line, 087, so that's the opposite of 27.
528 radio check.
No 528, Cardiff radar, hello. Sorry,
Why don't I use the autopilot panel? It's frozen.
80.
Bizarrely. It's done it again. What plane is this? It looks like a 777. No, it's the A319.
1802, leave Exmoor heading 070 degrees.
Leave Exmoor at 070 degrees, then 1802. Zero 70 degrees. EGFF approach. Contact me on 125855. Oh, that's the controller I'm already talking to. Great. Yeah, I don't know why my Wingflex cube is frozen.
1802, it's a course adjustment. Turn left heading 065 and descend flight level 70.
Left 065 and descend flight level 70, at 1802.
Not 528, Cardiff.
Not 528, ISX my radio now.
Not 528, thanks. Descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, not 528.
Do you think Flight Stig's worth it? Because if using a controller now, but I could buy one. Yeah, Flight Stigs are definitely worth it. Oh, look out, here comes trouble. ATR stream when? One of these days I'll surprise you, Mark. One of these days. But that day is not today, nor is it likely to be anytime soon. Never really was my cup of tea, that plane. I just like the jets.
734. Can I just check his squawk? His recycle squawk 7671.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mark. You stream it, then I will. I will consider. I will consider it. Where's my Thrustmaster quadrant? Under my desk.
Not 1802. Report your speed to Bristol radar frequency 125.650. Bye bye.
Over to Bristol. Thanks very much indeed. Not 1802. Bristol approach, Air Not 1802, speed 250 knots.
Not 1802, Bristol radar, good evening, that's number 2, ILS approach, runway 27, no delay, no ATC speed restriction.
Number 2 for 27, no speed restriction, Air Not 1802. Thousands, get the lights on.
Turn right heading 080 degrees downwind.
080 for downwind, 56 takeoff.
Aaron, if you're just getting started with a stick, I'd probably recommend either like the Thrustmaster TCA Airbus or the Windwing Ursa Minor, but I've not tried the Windwing. I'm just going on the fact that other people have told me it's good. Hopefully I can get vectors. Yeah, I'm sure you will be able to. I'm fairly certain that's what's going to happen for me. Yeah, maybe in the new year we'll get the Windwing gear. Have a look at that. I need to adjust the white balance on my camera because I'm looking really red. And I'm not that red.
Hello, 56 Tango, turn left heading 360 degrees, base leg, descend to altitude 2,500 feet.
to the left 360 for a base and descend 2,500, 56 Tango.
And not 1802, you've got approximately 28 track miles to touchdown, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1021.
4,000 QNH 1021, and not 1802. Will 32 gig of RAM be good enough for high settings, or do I really need 64? I had trouble on 32.
1802 to the right, heading 080 degrees downwind.
Right, 080, not 1802. Flight request, can I do JFK to Dallas? Never actually flown in America on VATSIM, actually. Should probably get onto that, because I hear it's a bit different. Do I have scenery for Bristol? Yeah, I've got SoFly.
And I'll 55 Tango, 10 left, heading 300 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 27.
Cleared ILS approach 427, 56 Tango.
Yes, I'm heading 300.
Second.
Heading 300 for the ILS.
Heading 300 for the ILS.
WB looks good to me. WB. What are you talking about, Ronald? WB. Oh, I missed something. I think I might have missed something there. WB.
Good evening, Bristol radar.
Oh, white balance. Yeah, I'm definitely the colour of me is not right.
And off 528, that'll be flight level 70 in the UK. Maintain 70, vector number 3, ILS runway 27, no delay. Got approximately 36 track miles to touchdown.
Unless I am red and I just don't know it.
Copy 36 track miles, ILS 27, continued 70, no 50. And on 56 Tango, continue approach, call me back on tower frequency now 133.850.
Continue approach, call you back 133.850.
Get that tuned in.
Bristol Tower, 056 Tango.
Still on the radar frequency 133.850.
Forgot to press the button. Tower, 056 Tango.
And off 56 Tango, wind 340 degrees left to 5 knots, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land 27 for 56 Tango.
And on 528, turn right, heading 0.
Why can I still hear Grumpy?
Degrees. Right, heading 070, and off 528. And on 528, you have 30 track mark to touchdown, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1021. 4,000 feet, QNH 1021, 30 right miles, not 528, thank you. And on 1802, turn left, heading 360 degrees, base leg, descent to altitude 2,500 feet.
Left 360, base leg 2,500 feet, not to 1802. Almost said 232 then. Okay, let's get the landing system on. Flaps 1. Oh, you're kidding. My throttle's just disconnected again. Could be that, Ronald, yeah. Hadn't actually considered that. Good point, well made.
And on 528, turn right, heading 080 degrees downward.
Yeah, Matthew, I think you're going to like Sim Update 4.
Head turn right heading 00 downwind, 53. And on 1002, turn left heading 300 degrees, clear ILS approach runway 27.
300 degrees, cleared ILS 27, now not 1802. Let's go speed 180. The ILS. Good. I don't like landing at night. Because I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at landing in the day, in fairness, but I don't get why you guys like it. I really don't like it. Alright, 10 mile final. Here we go.
Airnaut 56 Tango, vacate right, taxi stand number 3.
Stand 3 for 56 Tango.
Wants us in conf 3, does it?
And at 1802, continue approach, call me back on tower frequency now 133.850.
We're back on tower, continue approach, N at 1802. Right. Oh, N at 1802.
Any craters
And at 1802, surface winds 340 degrees, less than 5 knots, runway 27, clear for land.
Clear to land runway 27 in at 1802.
2,500.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you for the 499, and thank you for the words of encouragement. Let's get gear down. Okay, lights are set, passengers are in, gear is coming down, 3 greens, auto brake medium, flaps are full, speed brake armed. Come on in, Bristol, let's be having you. Oh, I hate landing at night. I just feel like I can't see anything. I really don't like it. Right, shall I disconnect? Fine, alright then.
Airnaut 528, descend to altitude 2,500 feet, turn left heading 360 degrees.
Go around, altitude is set.
Descend 2,500 feet, turn left heading 360, Airnaut 528.
Right, I want positive vibes in the chat, okay? So the touchdown markers, in theory, should be right next to the pappies, correct?
Tower 56 Tango, confirm stand 3.
500.
Hey, front.
Thank you.
Airnaut 528, turn left heading 300 degrees, cleared ILS approach, runway 27. Turn left heading 300, cleared ILS approach, runway 27. Sorry, correction, Airnaut 528.
Minimum.
Continue. Okay, glide says we're okay.
100.
Happies think we're a bit high.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Oh, good lord. Wasn't expecting that. 460. Yikes. Okay, that was not what I was expecting to happen. Oh my god. Sorry, Philip.
Airnaut 1802, okay, right, taxi stand 2.
Okay, right, taxi stand 2, Airnaut 1802. Holy moly! I was not expecting the ground to appear that soon. Oh my god. Sorry, everybody! See, I told you I don't like landing in the dark. What did I tell you? Damn. Sorry. Sorry. I'll admit that one was hard, not like Brussels. Oh my god. Brussels was perfect. See, if that was daytime, it'd have been perfect, obviously. Oh. Oh, Philip hasn't updated, but then in fairness, I did absolutely smash the landing too, so probably it went wrong on both counts.
Continue approach, call me back on tower 133.850. Continue approach 133.850, not 50.
God damn. That was horrific. The thing is, I thought it was looking alright as well. That just totally surprised me.
528 on final, runway 27. 528, wind 340 degrees, less than 5 knots, runway 27, clear to land. Runway 27, clear to land, 528.
Goodness gracious me. Right, where am I going? Stand 2. New Sky is not going to be happy with us tonight, is it? Oh. Cheers, Lee. Landing was under 1.4 G, I know, but that definitely felt like a bit.
And if I'd say I'm about to close now, upon arrival you can vacate right and taxi stand 1.
See you, Dunk.
Copy, about to vacate taxi stand 1, and if I'd say taxi 8.
Thanks very much for your ATC and staying online for us.
No problem. I'm on Friday afternoon if you guys are about.
Always. Thank you. Have a good night.
See you.
Appreciate it, Airnaut 1802.
No.
Phoenix sound effects make it feel so much worse than it is. Yeah, that's what it is. In fact, my replay thing was going. Should we have a look at the replay? See how bad it really was? We'll do that in a second. Let me get to the gate. Yeah, because normally when you get that sound effect, it's like, oh no! But then it was 1.4G, so... Alright, Grumpy, no one likes to show off. Oh, dearie me. Right, I'm gate 2. Looks like the plane's almost going to tip over here. I think SoFly maybe need to update that a little bit. Right, stand 1.
We're not closing any aircraft use frequency, switch to Unicorn, all company frequency, Bristol close. That's right.
Yeah, we'll do the replay in a second, Grumpy. I got 1.4G, which wasn't bad, but it's like 400 feet per minute. Like, the ground just really surprised me. I wasn't ready for it. Really thought it wasn't going to be that bad. Why don't you use push to talk on my joystick? Because when I fly Boeing, it's annoying to have it on here and then remapping it to here. I'd rather just have it on my throttle, then it's universal. Okay, engine's off. Let's see what New Sky is going to do with us. I suspect it's not going to be happy for a myriad of reasons. Come on, Em. Oh, look, I got a 10! I got a 10! Great touchdown. Great touchdown. It's perfect. I told you it was good, didn't I? What did I tell you? I said don't overreact. It was fine. Great centerline deviation, right in the middle of the accepted range. 460 feet per minute, but it was 1.35G. That was alright. That was alright. Okay, I'm going to disconnect from the network and we will... New Sky is doing everything correctly, Boxinator, I'll have you know. The cheek. No, we are not going to do that. We're going to reset everything. And we're going to do that to ready, disconnect from the network. Here we go. Right, see what you think of this. Should I put my wing lights on? Oh, God. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, we can't have the wing lights on. Scrub that. Probably the coffee that was doing it as well. That probably didn't help. Can I do a flight from JFK to KADL? I don't know, to be honest. I haven't flown in America yet. Maybe when we do, we can look at that. Cheers, Ronald. Right, I'm going to buzz this on a bit because it's taken a second or two, isn't it? It's more like it. Okay, this is the dash view. Should we go for a right wing view? Let's go for a right engine view. Can't believe I got a 10. I might need to do the engine thing myself. Right, here we go then. Ah, that wasn't so bad. Let's try the wing view this time. See, I told you I don't like landing at night. Let's get rid of all this stuff. I always feel like the engine views look worse than the back of the wing view. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yeah, okay, maybe that was a little bit hard. Not sure what that wing's doing. I think the replay tool's faffing up a little bit. Right, guys. It's time I wasn't here. It's time for me to go. Because I should probably go to bed. I feel quite tired. I will see you all, though, on Thursday, I believe, will be our next stream. That's the plan. Plans are video making tomorrow. 466 feet per minute landing. I needed a lot more practice. Yeah, I wasn't far off there, Matt. I got like 411. I feel like I just lost visually the picture because it was dark. I just didn't expect that ground to be anywhere near as close as it actually was. Never mind, we will continue with our nighttime flying, and we will get better. But not today, as it turns out. But thank you all very much indeed for coming along. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing, following, all that good stuff. Philip, thank you for your $4.99 dono. I really do appreciate that. And I will see you all on Thursday morning, I believe, if not before. You all take care of yourselves. Have a lovely evening, and I will see you all very, very soon. Ta-ra.